So, do you like to see in the future?
I want to see the future.
Do you like to see in the past?
I love to see the past.
Well, you're in luck. If you've got a new Pioneer X491 or X391, you'll be able to do a front and rear camera. So stay tuned. So I had a guy ask me the other night, I don't understand the point of a front-facing camera. I was like, okay, pulling into a garage, if you've got kids leave stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
As you know, I'm sure your feet...
even just parking.
Handicap signs, you know, can't see the pole. Or just, you have a teenager and they don't know how to drive. Front cameras have become very, very popular as of late. So, these two radios here, the 391 and the 491, will allow you to add a front-facing camera along with their rear-facing camera. Now, the unique thing about front-facing cameras is they're not all created equal. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk to you about these two cameras here that we have. We're going to show you, we're going to outline, we'll say, how to hook these two up to one of these radios so you can have a front and rear camera. So let's get to the demo. So for this install, we're going to use two EchoMaster cameras. We have the EchoMaster Tag Cam that comes in black or chrome as the CAM-LF3. B or C denotes whether it's black or chrome. And then we're going to use the VM220 up front. Now let's explain why we picked these two cameras real quick. Let's open it up. We'll start with the Tag Cam. This is the one that would typically go in the reverse of the car. This is also our go-to camera when we're doing any installation. For one thing, it has a very small camera bar, as well as the plug on the end is very easy to fish through anything if necessary. It does come with two grommets, but we're not here to talk about cameras. So let's set this one aside for a minute. It comes with 20 feet of wire, as well as the input for the radio, some bolts, and whatnot. Now we have the smaller camera that's going to go in the front of the car. Course instructions. Alright, let's set this aside. This is also a simple power and ground hookup. Comes with the 18 feet of wire. Now, what makes this camera unique and why we picked this one for the front, so the reason why we choose this camera is because of these guys right here. This is a reverse image flip as well as guidelines on and off. So what this allows us to do is that the Pioneer radio does not come with the ability to flip a camera image. Most backup cameras are set up to be mirrored so that you can see left is right and right is left. You know, you get the idea. So if you don't get a camera that's capable of flipping the image back to normal, your front camera will be reversed. You don't want that. The other thing too is you want the ability to shut off backup lines, because you really don't need backup lines in the front of your car. I mean, you may want them, that's up to you, but most of our people haven't wanted them, so we need a way to shut those off. Now, they come on default with this camera, so essentially all you have to do is strip these ends off just like this and twist them back together. So then you put a little heat shrink on the ends, or tape them, solder them, whatever you want to do, and you slide this little piece of heat shrink back over them, or just tape up the harness. So now we have our front camera and our rear camera. Let's take a look at the Pioneer harness and see what we need to do on here. Now on the harness, for the most part, you can separate it all out. Really all you're going to need are 3 wires. You're going to need access to the red, access to the black, and the purple-white. The purple-white is the reverse light trigger wire. This is a wire that's going to get a positive 12 volts when you put the car into reverse. Sometimes you can get it at the lights, sometimes you can get it in the kick panel, sometimes you can get it in a running board. Sometimes if you have a smart harness, it's already in the harness. So that depends, several ways to get it. The reason why we want the red and the black is because we need access to these two cameras at all times. So that with the radio you can hit a button and have a camera view come up and then toggle between front and rear. If you don't power the cameras off of a key power, you won't have that feature, and that would be kind of no fun. So what we're going to do is hook this up to reverse, and then we're going to use these two that are going off to the car to power. So we'll take our camera harness and we'll just tee them into the red and the black, and we'll do that with both camera leads. So now we have all three of our accessory wires and all three of our ground wires connected. Now another question people often ask is if they're going to hook up one of these guys here, which is a micro bypass. It's just really short wires. Is this going to affect the micro bypass? Or no, it's not at all. All you're going to do is you're going to add in the black wire as well to this, so you'll have 4 ground wires going to the factory ground wire. It's not a big deal. Micro bypass does not affect anything having anything to do with the reverse cameras. So this is just a mock-up to give you an idea of how this is all going to work. We have our cameras connected. We're going to go ahead and hook them up to our power source, which is just a simple power and ground. So that since this is a test bench, we're also going to power up the yellow wire so the radio will work. We're going to plug our cameras in. So now we have 2 yellow RCAs. Typically what I like to do at this point is somehow indicate which one is front and which one is rear. You can use tape, you can use a Sharpie, anything you like, so that you know that this one is front and this one is your rear. Since for this we're just doing a demonstration, we'll go ahead and just put a piece of tape on the front camera like this, so that we know this is the front camera. Now we're also going to run a purple wire over to our ignition so that we can demonstrate the reverse lights turning on and off. So let's take a look at the back of the radio and we'll show you where we plug these in. So first we're going to plug in the reverse camera. The reverse camera goes right here into the brown. Next, the front camera is going to go into this guy right here, which is the AV input. The AV input consists of this yellow, white, and red. When you're using it as a camera, these two don't get used for anything. Just plug in your RCA, and now you have reverse and front. Let's go ahead and flip it around and we'll show them in action. So now that we have the cameras connected, let's go ahead through the setup. So we'll hit gears, hit tools, scroll down to where it says camera settings. Select on. Make sure that it's on battery. Next, go back to input output settings, go to AV input, and select camera. Go ahead and select close. Now if you have the purple white wire connected to the reverse wire, go ahead and put the car in reverse. And you'll notice it'll say the video may appear reversed. In this case it doesn't because we have the proper camera connected. There we go. Wave. Say hi, Fernando. Hi. That was strange. Now what we want to do is take it out of reverse. From here there's 2 ways to access the camera. We can hit the drop down menu and select camera view, and it'll go ahead and pull up that camera. And if you notice right here where it says 1 and 2, so tap it, now it will pull up the front camera, which will spin back around. And as you can see, the right side and the left side is right. Well, not wrong, we'll say. Okay, so anyways, on the face of the radio, if we hit the X, it'll go ahead and shut it off. Now the other way to access the cameras is hit this button here, the home button, hit AV, and select camera view. And you can toggle between the two. Now these toggles are the only way to access the front camera. There's no way else. There's no other trigger wire or anything like that. So, if you'll notice this here and this here, this is timed and this is off. If we select this, it'll allow us to go into the radio and perform any sort of functions that we want to. And then 10 seconds after we press the last button, the camera view will flip back on. When we're done, simply select X. There you go, front and rear camera.
Yes.
Now cameras, we know, are a really puzzling subject. We get tons of questions on those. The Camera 101 Basic, the video we have up, you guys ask tons of questions about those. which is cool. Hopefully we did a pretty good job explaining to you how these two in this particular situation work. Now, by no means are these the only two cameras that will do the job. You can get any cameras you like, with the exception of the front camera has to be able to flip the image.
Yes, sir.
Because the radio will not do it for you. Yes, sir. Wow, sir, no? Oh, man. Well, sir, could you please end the video?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay,
all right, so thank you for watching. Yeah.
Where can they find us?
You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, if there's a video you'd like to see us make, go ahead and ask. If we can do it, we will. We have a Facebook Live show.
Yeah, 6:30.
When?
Every Monday. Eastern Standard.
That's right. We're in the East Coast, baby.
And remember, we do this 5 days a week.
That's right. So, enjoy, friend, share, like, comment, do all that fun stuff. Thumbs up. Yes, subscribe. That's cool. We like that too. You guys have a great night, and we will see you later next time. Bye.